Tom, you've been at the New Saints Academy for 4 years now, but you were there as a much younger player before you moved to Shrewsbury Town.
Yeah, I was there, well, I was probably there, I'm guessing, a good 4 or 5 years beforehand, and then obviously Shrewsbury and a couple of other clubs come in, and I didn't want to move too far away, so I gave Shrewsbury a go, and I was at Shrewsbury for a good period of time, so made some good mates and memories there as well, so and then learnt a lot, I suppose, at Shrewsbury.
And what brought you back to Park Hall?
Just like TNS have always been good to me. It's always a club that's meant a lot to me, with being a local lad and everything. And to be fair, I just I lost a bit of an enjoyment out of the game under circumstances. So I thought what they were saying and that sounded good and promising, and I just wanted to get my love back for football back, really. And yeah, I come back and I've enjoyed every minute of it.
And I can remember a couple of years ago, we travelled, not just you and I, but the team, of course, down to Aberystwyth Town's ground for the semi-final of the JD Welsh Cup. We beat Barrytown United, first time they'd lost that particular season, but unfortunately COVID hit and there was no final to look forward to.
Yeah, well, COVID, it's something no one's seen coming, I don't think, but yeah, it was a very good experience in that, and that was a very good bunch of lads in the squad, so to beat them was good, and it's just a shame we didn't play the final, but I suppose it's one of them things, really, but it was still a good experience, and just a shame COVID hit, really.
And as far as COVID's concerned, obviously football was hit very badly in Wales, as indeed elsewhere. How did that affect your own personal development in the game as a young player?
It was quite a blow, because I was obviously, I think, playing good football at the time, and then like obviously gyms and everything shut, so you're almost like limited for like fitness, so it was quite, I wouldn't say hard to keep fit, but just like your daily routine of going to the gym, like training, it just almost got taken away from you overnight. So and as you say, as like no matter how many runs you go on, to have that match fitness and sharpness, you have to be playing games. So but yeah, it was gutting, because obviously everything was taken away from you. So it did, I would say, affected me a little bit, but we're all in the same boat, so it affected everyone. So yeah, but it was good to get back. It was just nice to kick a ball and see familiar faces again, really. So yeah, it was gutting, but everyone was in the same boat, really.
And we did come through those difficult times, and sticking with the Welsh Cup, we reached the final this time round, and we did actually lift the trophy 1-0 against Flint Town United. Well,
yeah, it was 1-0, but it could have been 10-0. But yeah, what makes me laugh about that game, the amount of chances we had, and we Josh Locke scored direct off a corner, and then he nearly goes and scores the exact same goal, the second corner. So no, it was really good, just experience, just to get silverware as well. That's why you play the game, is to win trophies. So, but no, a very good bunch of lads, and it was, to be fair, one of the best I've played with. Got a very good squad, and we all get on and off the pitch. So it was nice to all the hard work we've put in to get a reward at the end of the season by winning the Welsh Cup. So that was a real good feel factor for myself and the team in general, and well, all the coaches as well, I suppose.
And it was a history-making day at Airbus UK Broughton's ground, because it was the first time ever that the New Saints has lifted the FAW Youth Cup. What was it like to get your hands on that silverware?
Yeah, well, just like seeing it, and like I say, that it was fully deserved, because we've got a very good bunch of lads and that, so it's just so satisfying. I can't even explain it. It's just like such a good feeling to lift a piece of silverware, and not just any silverware. It's the Welsh Cup, which is a very big cup to win, and yeah, it was just very nice and exciting to lift it, really, and it's good to celebrate as a team how we did, and yeah, it was just a very good feeling, really.
And what's it like being part of the development squad with coaches like Simon Smith, Simon Spender, Connor Roberts, vast amounts of experience in the coaching staff there?
Well, yeah, Con and Spence, they're all very, very good, and good man management, good coaches, and luckily for me, with Spence being a right back, I learned like a lot off him, just like little things. So I think I've come on a lot with Spence giving me a bit of advice, and obviously I got on very well with Si and Con, who are very good coaches as well. So we are, even though we're a good bunch of lads, we're very fortunate to have coaches as good as they are, to be fair. So I think they played a big part on our success, I suppose, in the season we're having, really.
And it's also the first team involvement as well that I wanted to talk about. You've been in and around the first team this season, including a trip to Scotland,
Yeah.
which seems like an eternity ago now, doesn't it? Pre-season campaign.
Oh, I know, the time, it's frightening how it goes. But no, it's very good being with the first team, because obviously it's a very good standard to be in. Obviously Anthony and Sarge, who were very, very good. So it's just good, you're learning that little bit more, and the tempo's much quicker, physicality. So when you're like training with the first team and then going up against lads your age, you just feel that a bit sharper and if not stronger. So to be fair, you do learn a lot. It is quite tough, but I think it's good to be chucked in the deep end sometimes, because you can only improve. So no, it's a very good experience, and obviously the first teamers are all make you feel welcome and really good. And with being young, that I suppose they know they were my age once, so they know how it is. So no, like I said, I love being with the first team, just being involved and around them. You're getting good habits, and it definitely has improved me as a player, I think. So hopefully I can carry that on really for a long time.
And not just training with the first team on a daily basis, but going away to Scotland, also the European campaign as well.
Yeah, going to Scotland and even the European campaign, it's as a little kid, your dreams to be in Europe and do stuff like that, and to make it like come true. No one can ever take that away from you. So and not just that, it urges you on to work and put the extra hours in, and hopefully one day I can progress into like the starting 11 or get on really. So yeah, you just keep working hard, and hopefully you see hopefully more of them days to come, especially in Europe. So, and obviously the Champions League coming and everything. So it's no, it's all positives, which is good, and it's a very good experience.
And you're on the radar, of course, of the first team management, and not only did you make the bench last week, but you also came on to make your JD Cymru Premier debut.
Yeah, like I say, we've been a local lad from watching like Steve Evans, Scott Rusco, Sam Finley, and all the other players, thinking I want to be like that one day, to then it coming true. It was extra special, I think, being a local lad, because I've always looked up to them players, and now you can, like I say, no one can take it away from me making a debut. So it was a very special moment for me and my family, I think, with I know I keep saying being a local lad to come on. It was in a way it was a dream come true, because that's what I've wanted to do since I was little, and yeah, it was a very good experience.
You're sitting on the bench, you've got your tracksuit on, Anthony turns around and says, "Come on Tom, get ready." What sort of emotions go through your mind at that time? Nerves, apprehension, excitement, a combination of lots of them, I guess.
A lot of excitement and nerves, because the week before I did me ligaments in my ankles, so I was meant to be with Newtown, but I weren't quite fit, which that was gutting. It was a tough one to take, knowing you could have maybe got on. But no, at half time of the Carnarvon game, Anthony was like obviously like getting ready, like you'll be coming on, so like had like loads of excitement, and I'd say a little bit nervous, but I think that's natural. So, but yeah, as soon as I got on and just took that first touch, it was like a real nice feeling. So, and it makes you hungry to make more appearances and get as much game time as you can. So, I think that's what you work hard for, is to get game time, and yeah, it makes you more hungry to carry on pushing and try and get more and more game time as you can, really.
And how do you feel your debut went?
I think personally it went really well. I think getting crosses in, to be fair, I was even a bit gutted to not get an assist, because I go into games now, if I don't get an assist or score, I'm a bit disappointed in myself, even though I could play well. But that's my target, is to just play a role in winning as much as I can, even if it's assisting or even scoring or even playing a part in the goal. So yeah, but no, I was pleased how it went. I thought I kept the ball good, and defensively I did all right. So yeah, it was trying to. I think with football you got to try and think of all the positives, the negatives sometimes. So, but no, I think it went well, luckily.
As we know, football is very competitive. What kind of player are you, Tom? After the game, you look back, you reflect. Do you beat yourself up over mistakes, or do you just take them in your stride, learn from them, and then move on to the next game?
I just take them in my stride. Like I just try and think of all the positives to build your confidence, and like maybe when you look it back, it's good to look back and like the mistakes, because I think if you don't make mistakes, well, you're not human if you make mistakes for one. And I think making the mistakes is a good thing in a way, because you learn a lot from it, and it hopefully won't happen again. So I would reflect, but I wouldn't say I spend too much time beating myself up, because it's done. I can't, no matter what I think or do, it's not going to change it. So we'll try and not let it happen again, really. So yeah, I try and stick to the positives more than anything.
And there will be people watching this video, of course, and they'll be thinking to themselves, this doesn't look like the venue where they're having a chat right now, and they will be correct, because we're down in Cardiff ahead of tomorrow's JD Welsh Cup final. Again, another big step forward for you personally in your development, being involved in such a big fixture that we have to look forward to tomorrow.
Yeah, definitely. Like I say, it's a very special feeling, really. Like to be involved and in the squad and that. It's a very good feel factor, and it's exciting, really. So it's a nice place here as well in Cardiff, and it's going to be a very nice stadium to have a final in. So no, just taking it all in, really, and making every minute of it. So yeah, it's like I say, very good experience.
And finally, Tom, thank you for sharing your journey with us through your footballing years. It's a big question. What does the future have in store for you?
I couldn't tell you, if I'm honest, Rev. My ambition is just to enjoy the game and progress as high as I can, really, and just go as high, try and reach the very top. So, but like I say, as long as you're enjoying it, that's a real big factor in it. So, no, I'll just carry on enjoying playing football, and we'll working hard, and we'll see where we end up, really.